It's a little difficult. I mean, I think they should be clear when they do a stream who they're aiming at, whether it's complete newbies or not, because it's a little disappointing, I think, to the veterans
Well, if they aim
when
at
they ask
complete newbies, they're aiming at
questions.
themselves. So
I didn't want to
In
be
fairness, there's
that way.
also a difference between knowing how things are supposed to work and how they actually work.
Yeah.
hmm
Well, also the question is understanding the mechanic of the game and understanding how the practical game is played by organized player groups, because that's a little different perspective. Certainly, it's one thing to understand the rules, another thing to see, people playing it. I mean, I could read the rules of any game, but it doesn't mean I'm going to be great at understanding it or intuitively being able to explain it. And it's possible they play a lot. Maybe they're the 5C. I mean, maybe they play a
they know.
ton.
Who?
The devs.
EG?
The
Oh.
devs. We're talking about the devs now.
Yeah, I mean, there has to be a reason that they have accounts with billions of credits.
Oh, sorry. I thought they gave them to themselves.
I thought they would never do that.
No, but
Hello?
hey, Shepard, we
Hello?
hear
Hey,
you.
Shep.
Okay.
Loud and clear.
So yeah, I mean, I think if they were to do those question and answer things, they need to understand their target audience and clarify. Because I mean, as an intro to the beginning of Power Play, it wasn't bad. I mean, it could have been better, of course, but they discussed a lot of things. The thing is, for those who were in it for 50 weeks, and this is like facepalm, we know, it's a little disappointing. And the thing is, actually, I'd be interested in finding out the distribution of who is watching the stream, because I think it's actually the dedicated players who usually watch the stream. It's not the new players. They don't actually know about these things. They don't look for it. They don't take the time for it.
Indeed. Nobody cares for it.
Yeah. Well, I think that the dangerous games were quite interesting, and as Vectron now said, that we know how many players at a max these other groups can field. And granted, a lot of people are just randomly pledging to this group, and they wouldn't necessarily be organized persons. They're just saying, "Oh, a CG, let me go help the winner, or let me go help the underdog, or the second
A lot
place
of people
person, or
doing that.
something." And yeah, so
it's for the Russia. It's for the mother Russia. That's it.
yeah, I highly doubt that that's what most people are doing it for, but
Yeah.
you never know.
Yeah, there's some people that are doing it so that
Believe me.
the Gal Cup win.
Yeah, so
Uh,
There's a reason.
what's the story with Galcop? Does anyone know more things about Galcop?
The Diamond Frogs group. It's a collection of various groups.
Including EIC, and I think there's one more group that used to be fairly active in Power Play as well.
Dark Echo are a part of it. Also.
Oh, really?
Yep. Paladins Consortium's a part of it. It's a smaller collection of groups I've never really heard of too.
Well, if they combine this with a number of improvements to Power Play when they introduce the new power, I think that this could actually be quite exciting.
Definitely be interesting.
I heard rumors that EG are paying their members to push up.
No, they're not paying them, they're rewarding them.
It's a
Yeah,
it's a
I
barter
heard that
system.
also.
It's a gift.
I
You
also
do
get-
work and I'll give you this gift.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I want. They're offering a
There's money on the
rewards to
table.
anybody
I also
top
get
10
reward
commanders
every
got
month.
a prize from the store.
I'm
Yeah,
not-
so
worth-
basically, the stuff I saw was basically if you're one of the top 10 commanders, you can pick any skin worth less than $6.
Do you know how much is this reward
£5.
pounds?
£5
Yeah.
worth
Yeah,
of
per paint packet, it's usually about £5, which actually is not worth as much as it used to be.
Yeah.
I wonder if actually I should see if they changed the conversion rates or not.
pounds bounced back now.
Maybe I can buy these skins for cheaper with US dollars.
Eh,
I know that some are on sale for 33% off, and they have a few new ones. They have a few for the Anaconda. I was considering getting one.
As for Gal Cup, I can't help but wonder what kind of power they would end up running because I strongly suspect that with that kind of mismatch of groups, you're gonna end up with something that is far more fractured than Ashling.
Well, you have Ashling. It's a group of they're mostly Imperial players in Ashling that are all just have different ideas of how things are going around. Galcop, it's you have Feds, you have Imperials, you have Independents, and you have Alliance. You know, it's all completely. It's definitely be interesting to see what happens. I think it'll start off well, and then conflict of interest will take over. You know.
Conflict of interest or interesting conflict?
Both.
I mean, I think it'll also bring people back to their original powers. I mean, people chose. I think they chose their powers because of some. How would you say? Some
Weapons.
reason of interest. Sometimes the weapons. Sometimes it's because they like what the power is about. Sometimes because they have friends in the power. Sometimes because they like the color of the power. Someone said, I joined
They like
Mahone
the-
because he's
they like the
green and
cap.
green's my favorite color. It's like, okay, well that's an okay reason, I guess. But
It's
yeah,
actually
yeah.
also
Sorry.
an interesting question is also what color will they give the new power?
Yeah, there's
Brown.
Pink.
yeah, pink is not taken, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
yellow
not
of
gonna.
different shades is always taken, and
Orange?
blue is taken.
Maybe?
Yeah, but I mean,
Orange is Winter's.
imagine EG wins and they're given the pink. People are gonna say, yeah, you just gave him that because they're pinko commie bastards.
Can someone give
You're not wrong.
Stevie the link to this Discord? He's a guest from. I think he's a guest from
Get
Delta.
yourself
Is
down
that
here.
is that you, Delta guy? I forget.
Definitely some good PR for yourself there, Stephen. Well done.
What?
Can't even remember.
Well, no, there are a lot of people with similar names. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Wait, who are you again? You're from
I'm from the Federation. Hello. How you doing?
Oh, from the Feds, I see.
Yes.
From ICP? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's exactly it.
he's one of the what should you call it? Former terrorists from Northern Ireland.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, something like that.
Soon to be coming out of retirement.
I wouldn't say former.
My game free.
So, everyone know about SDC, right? I know
They left.
Vectron does. Yeah,
What happened to SDC?
they left to EVE Online, so
Yeah,
job well
well,
done.
good riddance. I mean, from what I heard, they were just
They
griefers, pretty
the new
much.
NPC.
Yeah, but it's always nice to have someone to shoot. I just have to shoot Nitech PL all day.
Well, did all the pilots leave, or just the organization, and then you'll have pilots
And
reform
most of
into a
them
new group?
left to play EVE Online. There's a couple left, like Nitech and what's his name? I don't know, Pipco, I think.
Petco?
Nah, who knows? Peveco.
This is
something.
so from what I've heard, actually, a lot of these other players coming in are actually coming from Eve into this game.
Yeah,
So there's a lot
quite
of
a
back
few.
and forth, I guess.
'Cause that's just what happens when you.
Maybe they don't like spreadsheets and they wanna use real spreadsheets.
Well, we always predicted SDC would leave anyway by getting bored, and they got bored and they left. That's exactly what happened, you know.
Or they say the NPCs were broken.
They
Oh, I mean,
banned PVE or something in their group, like specific PVE or something apparently, which is stupid.
I mean, they were broken for a little bit, certainly. They aren't
I
now.
mean, what can you really expect from a bunch of smelly diaper children?
I know.
Ouch.
Yeah. No, I think as far as the SDC goes, I've heard two stories, and one is that they killed noobs in Eravate or Eravate, and they went into Mobius and started killing people there, and I think that
Both of which are true.
that sort of speaks to their character, and I wouldn't quickly disparage any group, whether they're opposing us or not. I mean, you know. But if they're gonna act like that, then I'd say pretty much good riddance.
They are top griefers. They are very hypocritical griefers. They're always a good laugh, you know. One of their famous lines was, you know, if you want to beat us, then come bring an opposition. And whenever people brought an opposition and beat them, they started to cry about how, you know, your build's cancerous. Hypocrisy everywhere. So most of them are gone. Um, I have a few of them on my friends list, and they just haven't appeared online. So they're off to troll and Eve online or something now.
As I understood it, they went back, or was that code, or
Code went back. Imagine Vash is like the only one on Code left. Few colorful names for that chap.
Well, there are a lot of new groups out there that aren't even known about. You gotta
That's
seek them
very
out.
true. A lot of the older groups are gone, or a lot of the older bad guy groups, let's say, are kind of dead at the minute, which is annoying.
No one to kill.
Oh, there's definitely still people
Ah,
to kill.
there are EG to kill.
Hmm?
well, we don't know that they're specifically bad guys. We just know they're Russians.
No. I know them for much longer than this game existed, so I know how they are
Well, I'm
operating.
pretty sure I've dealt with EG before, so they're not exactly something to be worried about.
I was also
Yeah,
about to say that you're probably biased from being Eastern European, but that'd be that's probably a bit prejudiced or racist. I'm not sure which.
So Stoke had a question about the Buckyball run, and
Mhm.
I did I did 5 rolls, and the last roll was pretty good. Got a 45% roll, which is max if you don't include the secondary effect possibility, which ended up giving me a jump range of I think 55 point something, 55.5 or so. And
Check to the right.
yeah,
to,
well, I can't right now, but yeah, when I charge up next time, I'll do it. So I would say that we're aiming for about 6 hours. Um, I
Well,
think that
impressive.
anything 6 and change would be great. Under 6 would be fantastic. I doubt we'd do it, but that would be great. So there's my jump range right there, 56.15, 57.80. So I think 56.15 is the real number, right? So yeah, so pretty good jump range. I think I have a pretty good chance of getting in the top few of the runs. And I mean, if this turns out pretty well, might do another and make another attempt at it, and might even be able to beat that record.
Well, technically, you could just run it the other way. I
I,
mean, it's
you know,
the
I was
same
looking
distance.
at I was looking at that, and no one apparently does it. I don't know why. I think they just usually suicide and then start again, but I don't know why it wouldn't be allowed. Oh, I guess there's a little bit of difference because you don't have to climb out of the station going the other way around. Oh, whoops, some heating issues there. Um, yeah, so if you go the other way around, you don't have to get
You
to
still
this.
have to dock.
Well, I guess you could say dock. Well, the question is docking faster than taking off? And actually, I think in some ways it's slower. So, yeah.
Yeah, because if you screw up, you end up at the wrong end of the station.
Yeah, so the best time that was actually just made, by the way, 3 days ago by quite an experienced buckyball runner was 5 hours, 29 minutes, and I believe 40 something seconds. And he had a really great roll. And he also is, yeah, he's experienced. He's did it well. I don't I don't think he was talking while streaming. I don't know. Maybe he was. But yeah. But 6 hours and change, I think, would be quite a success. Before the engineer upgrades, it was very difficult for people to get in the 8-hour range, and only one or maybe two got under 8 hours, and it was just slightly under 8 hours. So certainly, this is a huge step.